Warning, read before playing. Small percentage of people may experience seizures when exposed to certain... It didn't give me enough time to read it before playing, but it's some kind of seizure warning, I guess. It's fine. I wonder if I'm like... if this is a measure of how slow I am compared to the average player. Oh well. Don't want to try the beast difficulty. Fuck it, let's do it. I don't usually play on super high difficulties, but I don't know, this seems like a game where it might be worth the practice.
Look, don't know why I'm so happy remembering it. Her
Ooh, featuring Michael Stan from Dark Tranquillity. I love that band.
It's like a storm coming.
I saw them live just like a month ago.
In the air.
I feel like it's much easier to follow the beat with the projectile. The sword does do more damage, but the swings, they're like varied. They're not all the same. Also, I lose the beat entirely if I try to talk. This might not be the best streaming game. Okay, seriously, can I remove the visual indicator? I just don't want it. It's getting in the way. Rhythm indicator opacity 0. Fuck it. Gone. I'm gonna play this by ear. See how well that goes. Loading leaderboard, okay. I'm at 9,000 global. Out of how many though? I feel like this leaderboard is useless if it doesn't tell me how many people have tried. Am I number 8,992 out of 10,000? 100,000? A million? Like, how do I don't know. I can check the top 10, which is of course absurd scores, but like, yeah, it's not gonna do anything. Yeah, this is friends. And this is, yeah, global around me, but yeah, out of how fucking many. Okay, continue. As soon as I get better, I will have to take less pauses to sync up with the rhythm, because I sometimes lose it and then I need to pause for a bit and get it back. I guess I beat the level. Hell yeah. Achievement unlocked, breaking the law. Ah, see what you did there. Come on. They just spawn too slow. There's so many times when there's nothing to shoot. And yeah, of course, if I played the rest of it better, I would have more time and it wouldn't be as much of a problem, but come on. One kill. God damn it.
Oh yeah, that's metal.
Damn right it fucking is! Okay. Relic feat. Golden relics briefly grant you the power of half-ass. The power of half-ass? I have the power of half-assing shit 24/7, okay? I'm good. Yeah, in the end, I just have to fight all of these guys. I need to keep one of the relics until they end. Cause I can't deal enough damage to these otherwise. The animation is too fucking long, god damn it. Also, I picked up one of the relics by accident. I didn't mean to pick up a second.
Start.
Like, my second relic ran out like half a second before I could kill that big fuck that then I spent all 20 seconds on. God damn it.
Start.
I didn't leave enough the little shits alive to manage the big ones after I accidentally spent the second relic and it was fucked.
All's done. All's won.
Hell fucking yeah! Stygia, that's where I am. Ooh, featuring Alyssa White Gloss from Arch Enemy. Fuck yeah! I've seen her live too. Will I have seen every vocal in this game live? Let's see how that streak goes.
Judge's second aspect.
I just realized during this fight that the gunshots sound meatier, like punchier when you get them on the beat, and they sound like little pea shooters when you don't. I saw someone in the reviews on Steam complaining about how the guns don't sound like they're packing a punch. I think he just wasn't shooting to the beat. Eyeless are slow-moving winged creatures. They prefer to attack from afar using the acid spit. I haven't met them yet. Ooh!
Yeah, demons were waiting on us and yelled.
This one, the vocals are by Tatiana Schmelk of Ginger. I've seen them alive like at least twice. Maybe more. Really? He backed into a corner? The shield guys are such buzzkills. The shield is too large or they turn around too fast. They're just not fun to fight. They break the fall. Bummer. This is just so fucking cancerous. Jesus. I'm on a timed mission. It was like 5 seconds. And I have to kill this one specific enemy who's just turning around with his shield to me. This is dumb. Yeah, like it flashed there for a moment that I could kill him, like Slaughter, and then I just couldn't. Not even if I like jumped. It wasn't distance clearly. Yeah, he crouches over. And at that moment, I can't jump to him. So I need to like catch it perfectly, because it has to be on the beat, remember? It's so lame. I didn't check the layout.
Looking forward to meeting Eddie.
Featuring James Dorton of Black Crown Initiate. I have no idea who that band is.
No.
And that's like the first one. All the previous bands I had seen live. That was Hellsinger. And I gotta say it's one of the best games of the year, for me at least, even though there were definitely some issues with it. So, graphics are fine. Sound, oh well, sound actually was excellent, and I'm not just talking about music. The way it differentiates between on-beat and off-beat, the sounds that enemies make when they explode, the way your weapons sound when you hit them on the beat. It has that crunch, it has that oomph. It was great. Awesome sound design. The plot is kind of there. I don't really care. So as far as the gameplay, that's of course the heart and soul of this, and I really enjoyed how much you can like immerse yourself in the music as a form of gameplay, because you have to play with the beat for the best results. Now granted, I could have probably enjoyed that more if I didn't have to switch away from the hardest difficulty something like halfway through. I think that was the 5th hell where I switched when I just couldn't fucking beat it. And the way the game is arranged, in how on the hardest difficulty you have to beat a whole level in one try, which can take like half an hour. But enemies can hit you with like a third of your health in one hit. And some of those hits are gonna be flying at you from across the arena, or be huge AoEs that you can kind of dodge with your dash, because that gives you some iframes, but it will throw like 5 or 6 of those enemies at you at the same time. And the way you heal is of course killing them in a special way. Like you have to bring them to the point where they can be executed, and then execute them on the beat with a different control, which has 2 problems. One is specific to the hardest difficulty, is that a lot of the enemies are so fucking beefy that you just can't, it takes forever to bring them down. And meanwhile you can't heal. And on any difficulty there can be the issue that you're firing to the beat because you're like in that groove, but just one extra shot will explode the enemy and you won't get a heal. I feel like you should get at least partial heal, even if you don't execute, but you just kill him. Well, I mean, there's so many enemies that you...
So, I guess that brings us
Oh,
to
wait.
here now.
Okay. So, I was at the point where I was saying that you should get some other way of sustained heal than just executing enemies. At least on the hardest difficulty, it just becomes so... to grind down those giant meatballs, and then you tap the mouse one extra time and you don't even get to heal. So yeah, fuck that. But honestly, nothing is as big of a problem with the difficulty as just having to go like half an hour for every try. It gets ridiculous. This should be like closer checkpoints or something. Because it's not that I couldn't like handle the difficulty. It's just it would take forever to successfully do so. Because you have to get these like super long, flawless almost streaks of gameplay. And as soon as I switched down to normal, which is just one level of difficulty down, enemies were dealing like maybe a third of the damage that they were on hard. How much their HP was scaled down seemed to differ by enemy type. Like the weaker ones were practically the same, but the stronger ones were also, I feel like, 3 to 4 times less HP. So it was super easy. I just drifted through the rest of the game. It was not even a challenge. So yeah, that could use some rebalancing. As could some of the enemies. Most of the enemies are totally fine. Although some are very annoying on like the highest difficulty. But one enemy that absolutely shouldn't even be in the game is the shield guy. He's just hiding behind this giant, impenetrable, indestructible shield. You can hit his weapon, which is like a tiny little part of his profile. But yeah, you can manage that at medium, but on hard, you have to unload like 3 magazines of the pistols, for example, into that weapon. It's just such a chore, and it breaks the flow of the gameplay. This is the same mistake that Doom Eternal made with one of their enemies, actually more than one, where they put in something that's just totally un-Doom. I'm talking about the guy who was hiding behind the giant shield, and there was no way to damage him until he flashed the green light at you, and then you could hit him. That was so fucking stupid. And yeah, Hellsinger kind of stepped in this same pile of shit. But yeah, that's not what makes the beast difficulty too much for me. It's just the no checkpoints thing. And I can kind of see why they did that, because the game does become very short if you don't have to do those endless replays. So I guess that's just a form of padding, which is still kind of bad. So I do hope that they make a sequel, the heavily baited one. Like, oh, we beat hell, now it's time to take heaven. I mean, let's go. Definitely they could do more with like more budget, I suppose. I've seen the reviews are overwhelmingly good, so I don't see why there wouldn't be a sequel. I'd really like one. And for now, this is definitely just one of my favorites in Spirit, I guess, even if not every part of it was that great. Oh yeah, weapons. Weapons were too few, too samey. The core gameplay loop is great, but you've seen all of it in like a couple hours, and maybe even less. And I don't know. Other games might not even have that many more weapons, but it just felt like there was little variety in actual gameplay, which is probably linked to how it all has to be to the beat. But that's more shit that they can try to fix with the sequel. Yeah, this is still a solid 8 for me. Solid 8 out of 10. I really did enjoy it a lot. Yeah, there you go.